Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiana, but I go by Bougie Broke Millennial here on YouTube. I'm currently budgeting my way through just under $33,000 worth of debt using the software that you see on your screen, YNAB. I am trying to save for the future and live a comfortable life. Now, I have decided that I was going to document that journey here on YouTube. So that's something that you are interested in watching. Please stay tuned. Okay, so full transparency before we jump right into the budget. September was a very horrible month for me. This budget isn't a monthly budget. The money that we're budgeting today is money from my October 1st paycheck, as well as money that my family members have paid me back for stuff that they owed me. Um, yeah, if I could sum up my September, it was a series of unfortunate events. Like, it was really one thing after another that I don't want to say got in the way of my budget, but I feel like these are major things that impact my budget. And I couldn't just go on like, okay, this is a good month, all of my bills are paid ahead. Like, they are, but they're just outside forces, and it was just a whole lot that happened in the month of September. I'm going to try to give a quick summary of all of the things that happened in the month of September. So, one of the things that happened was my freezer went out. This isn't the first time. It happened a few months after I moved in, so I bought a deep freezer. But I had my sister and her friend, they had came to stay with me, and she was like, hey, the freezer isn't working. So I went, looked, the freezer wasn't working, and then but it ended up the freezer stopped freezing things, but it froze everything in my refrigerator. So that was thing one. Then my toilet stopped working. The landlord had to come out 3 times for that because it stopped working. I told my mom about it, or like he came out, he fixed it. Uh, Supposedly, in less than a week later, it was messed up again. I told my mom about it. She came and looked, and she put like a paper clip on it because apparently some uh, I don't know, piece of string, not string, it was like a metal chain broke or something in there, and it wasn't flushing. And so she fixed it. He came, he was like, oh, it seems like it's flushing now. And I'm like, my mom put a paper clip on it. And he was like, oh, well, I'm not going to touch it. And lo and behold, it gets messed up again. And so he has to come out a third time where he's actually fixed it this time. As it appears, as of the recording of this video, it's working. But that really frustrated me. Um, Also, with the freezer situation, because it was freezing all of my actual food in the refrigerator this time, I went to purchase a mini refrigerator. That worked for like 2 days, and then it stopped working, or it just wasn't like my food in there wasn't uh keeping my food cool. So I returned that. Mom was like, oh, did you try? I'm like, I'm actually over it. Like, I'm really tired um of dealing with this. So I returned the mini fridge that I bought. And it appears that the refrigerator is working fine now. I don't know if he fixed it or what, but that happened. Then my laptop broke. Uh, so I was helping my uncle fill out some paper and job applications. And I was going to his house. My sister had put my computer in the car through the window, and I was like texting him like, hey, I'm about to come over, letting him know. And when she went to open the car door, the computer fell out. My laptop still works, but when I go to open it, like a hinge part came off. So I see screws and wires, and I wasn't comfortable with using it like that. So I ended up having to purchase a new laptop. That happened. And then at the end of the month, like, I started having like really bad chest pains. I'm like, okay, I'm clearly like stressed and just having like, I don't know, anxiety or just stress pains. And so I left it alone for a few days, and then I was like, oh, there was like a lump in my chest and I was having chest pain. So I went to the emergency room. Apparently I had some cysts that I had to have removed. So I missed 3 days of work. That was a thing. And yeah, I think that's a short and sweet version of everything that happened. Um, yeah, it was a lot. Oh, and the last thing was the medicine that they gave me at the emergency room. I ended up having an allergic reaction to. Um, yeah, so September was a trash month. It is competing with July as one of the worst months for me and my budget. It's just tragic. But yeah, I'm gonna jump right into the budget now and try to see if we can move some things around. Some things will look different. I actually put in credit cards now because I do have balances on credit cards. So I had a new Capital One credit card that I have, and that's what I use to purchase my laptop with. That has 0% interest for a year, so I'm gonna pay that off. I'm working to pay that off. And also on the credit card, because I was in the Apple store, my sister had me to get her uh, new iPhone, and she's paying me back for that. So yeah, I did have some spending, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so first we're gonna be doing rent, and that is gonna be getting $561 this week. So Fios is going to be getting $15. Next is Pico, and that is going to be getting $50. Then we have AT&T, and that is going to be getting $41. Next is renter's insurance, and this is a new category. It used to be my buffer, but there have been a lot of natural disasters that I've been seeing happening, and I live just outside of the Philadelphia area, and I was lucky enough not to be impacted by the flooding. But it really, since it was so close to home, I really decided that renter's insurance was a good investment for me. It's going to be costing me $12 a month, so I am putting away $6 a paycheck to cover it. Okay, so student loan is next, and I'm trying to get this to $1,000 before it goes back into repayment. So I'm gonna be giving this $40 pay period until the loans go back into repayment, and that should take me a little bit over the $1,000 mark. Okay, so my auto loan is going to be getting the usual $75. Then my personal spending is going to be getting $50. I'm not giving anything to YOLO this month, or at least this pay period, shall I say. Okay, so groceries is going to be getting $150 for the next 2 weeks. Okay, car maintenance is going to be getting $90. Annual subscriptions is going to be getting $10. Okay, so health and wellness is getting $8. And then next is cash on hand. This is the category that used to be giving. When I was in the emergency room and I had to end up paying for medications, I used some of the money in my giving folder to pay for my medicines. So I decided to rename this to just cash on hand. So it's just cash that I have, so I can give out of there in case I need it myself. I can take from it without feeling guilty. Okay, so cash on hand is going to be getting $10. Laundry isn't getting anything. I am gonna have to go to the laundromat soon, so I will start adding some more money to this in the future. Okay, so for sinking funds, I'm gonna be giving my emergency fund $26. And then for the rest of them, which is retirement, new car, family planning, and treat yourself, they're all each getting $6. Okay, so miscellaneous is going to be getting $25. Then taxes is going to be getting $40. Quality of life is going to be getting $25. Okay, so unbudgeted is going to be getting $4.73. Future planning is going to be getting $120. And my family bailout fund is going to be getting $9. Okay, so now I'm down to my credit card payments. So I decided to actually add my credit cards in. I have been going back and forth on whether I should or shouldn't because every time I'm doing my budget, when I go to put the credit cards in, I've watched tutorials on how to do it. It's still a little wonky for me, and I didn't want it to throw off my budget. But since I actually owe balances on them and they are significant balances, I thought I would add them in. I'm also doing a lot more credit card spending, and I want to, once I get the balances paid off, budget out for those spendings. So, Discover and the Capital One Quicksilver are older credit cards. I do not have a balance on the Quicksilver. The Capital One, Savior One, and the Best Buy credit cards are new. So both of the two new credit cards, I did not plan on actually getting them, but I was offered them. So the first one, the Capital One, they had been offering it to me. They kept sending me emails, and I didn't think I was going to get it because I don't spend enough on my Savior One. Like, I buy my groceries and my gas with it. But since I don't buy enough on there, I didn't think that I was going to get it. But I actually applied, and they did give me a credit card with a $5,000 balance. So that is that one. And then Best Buy, me and my sister, we have been exercising more and trying to at least make it to the gym, and she was looking to get a new Apple Watch. And because we both have credit cards, but she's still kind of building her credit up, so she doesn't have the credit limits that I have. Most times, if she wants something, I'll buy it and she'll pay me back for it. So we were in Best Buy, and I was ready to purchase her an Apple Watch for her. And they were like, "Oh, do you want to apply for a credit card?" And I'm like, "I guess." Like, I've never gotten one before, so I figured I wasn't going to get one now, but I applied, and I actually got, they actually gave me a credit card. So that one has a $2,000 limit on it. Bought the Apple Watch, and then I bought a hard drive for my new laptop with it. But with the payment I'm going to be putting towards the Best Buy card now, that's going to be paid off completely. Okay, so Discover is going to be getting $214 this week. I don't owe anything on Quicksilver, so I'm going to skip that. And then Capital One, Savior One. This one, yes, it has a massive balance. This is my laptop, my sister's iPhone, and a purse for my mother. They haven't made a bill due yet for this one, so I'm just going to be giving it $41.43 because that is the amount that I'm going to have after I pay off the Best Buy credit card. And lastly is the Best Buy credit card, and that amount is going to be $142.57. to have that fully paid off. Okay, so there you have it. The end of a very unfortunate month and the beginning of a very prosperous month, I hope, for me. September was rough, but we got through it. Um, October is a three paycheck month for me, so the next video that you guys probably see will be my November budget. And hopefully, when that time comes, that I'll be in a better place. Like, I don't feel like it can get any worse than September. Knock on wood. You're not supposed to say that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.